We're here again. Me, JT the Great, Mike B. Say something, Mike B. I'm gonna let you have your chance.
You gonna let me say it this time?
Hey, what's going on with you?
What it do?
We're here again with another quickie episode. It's some things that's been going on lately in the news that we can talk about today. But how's everything been going on with you? Don't give me no what it do type mess.
Well, that's a different question. You said how's everything going on with me? That means you want details, like how you been, like what's life like? How was your week?
When I say something,
questions, then I can get my what they do.
Go ahead. That gives you the floor.
Oh,
not 3 words.
Ain't nothing going on, man. Just chilling, working.
You got new glasses? Tell everybody about them.
Yes, I got these for $6.95 from the Salvation Army, and it just happened to be my prescription, so I was proud about it.
For real, Salvation?
No, but it sounded good, didn't it?
No, that's what I was concerned. I'm like, you done got somebody else's glass. You don't even know what's for a prescription.
If I can see, it's my prescription.
Oh, that's
exactly what that means.
I won't even use ratchet. That's ghetto.
What do you mean?
Somebody, if it's cheap.
No, if I can see, that means that because I can't see in real life. If I put these on and I can see, that means I've been blessed.
I think you're faking yourself out.
Oh, so I really can't see, and I'm just the glasses look good to me.
You've been squinting with glasses on. You gotta take your glasses off.
To see.
Have you know a lot of people do that? Like they
my auntie, she every time she looking at or talking, she trying to read. Yeah. She do this, and I'm like, you got 2 other levels. Like she got bifocal, and she done made a third focal. You know, it don't make no sense. Not third focal. What they call it? Trifocal.
Like she doing like what you call those when you experimenting and you looking with the little glass.
The petri dish, the microscope.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's been a minute since we've been in science. That little contraption.
Hey, that's funny you say that because I was thinking about microscopes because I used to want one so bad, but I have absolutely no idea what I would have did with it. It would have got old in like
in the closet
30 minutes.
For real.
I mean,
what else can you look at? A leaf or what?
You putting paper, you putting clothes, and then you out. Because you ain't got no petri dish to put no real shit in. You ain't got no slides. You ain't got
I used to want
a telescope.
No. Nah. I really wasn't like a star, scoping person.
Well, I thought it was gonna be just like you could spy.
Oh, across the street. No, little ass. If I want a telescope, I want to look at some real stuff. I want to look at you digging your nose across the street. What kind of mess is that?
You got something to talk about.
No, I wanted a magnifying glass, like to set shit on fire.
I feel like you could have made that yourself.
But what?
Plastic.
No, I want the real stuff. So I want the quick fire. I don't want to be searching all the way around.
Trying to find a good light.
Yeah, like
you got to break a piece of glass, try to make it happen.
Well, I think I saw it on. I don't know if I was in science class or I saw it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bill Nye type stuff, where you can actually, and I tested it, and I was so fascinated, and that I made fire, from a magnifying glass, from the sun, and so that's pretty much it.
But I feel like the magnifying glass was like cheap, even for when you was growing up, because it's been a while.
You just don't see like black folk with magnifying glass unless they blind and old.
What the magnifying glass got to do with being?
Man, okay, like to read.
Okay.
That's what they do.
I thought you were trying to say it was the monocle that like Mr. Peanut had. It's really a magnifying glass.
Oh, what is monocle and who is Mr. Peanut? There you go, Kansas.
The Planters Peanut.
Okay. With the cane. Who says Mr. I don't know who Mr. Peanut.
First of all, what is monocle?
And second of all, who did you associate that with, Mr. Peanut? That could be like a teacher or something. You got a nickname.
No.
Mr. Peanut.
Now, do you know, and that's universal. Well, what you call him?
The peanut dude on the peanut can. Or you could have gave me what's the name? Planters. Yeah. Not Mr. Peanut.
That's his name.
Nope.
But anyway, I used to think that was like a magnifying glass.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now I know. I feel so me that one eyeglass. I would've got it.
I did this.
I thought you like with your glasses because you had your glasses on. So I'm like, you was just like adjusting your glasses, like.
Please, yeah.
I was always out of the box.
And
Don't worry about that, America. But some things happened during the week. The Pope.
Oh,
We found a new Pope.
I feel like the last time we went through the conclave, they didn't find the Pope as fast. Yeah, this I feel like it was like a day or.
I think because it was so unusual, they knew like one was going to be retiring, and so they was already working on it. The last Pope, they semi-wait till you die. Usually you have your job until you pass or whatnot. And so it really wasn't I don't know. I think it was just I wouldn't say last minute thing, but they waited, till he actually passed. I could be lying to you, but that's what I think.
That's how you justify it?
They was waiting on that smoke. He was there.
There's like, no, put the fire out. He's still
alive.
alive.
Yeah, the heartbeat's still there. Oh, goddamn. What woke me up 2 o'clock in the morning, and he's still alive.
Oh, wait. No.
Nah, they put him back.
He's still here. They resuscitated him.
Yeah, and that's what happened. But the smoke changed, like you said. What color?
It was when they don't find a Pope, then it's black. Once they do, then it turns like gray and white. Like
that seemed like somewhat racial.
It,
We haven't found nothing yet, so we're gonna bring out this black smoke. But when we find something,
well, when you think of like black smoke, period, when your house is on fire, that's not a good thing.
Smoke is
But when you smoke, when you smoking a cigarette, you feel good, and that smoke is white.
That's only to like cigarette smokers.
Exactly.
Fuck that.
Either color smoke was only good for Catholics.
Is it the same?
Americans didn't care. Well, not Americans.
Is it like the same ash smoke like they do in like Catholic churches when they had the little ball going down the
Oh.
I never got that. I don't know what that's for. When they had that little chain in the ball and it's smoking.
I've never been in the Catholic church.
I mean, but I have, but they wasn't doing that. I think I would
Where you got?
walked out. I mean, it's on TV. You
Okay.
see it on TV. And you haven't seen this shit.
What are they spraying smoke or?
No, it's like a little metal ball, like on.
Oh, and they like
yeah,
they
and they
walk around trying to bless
around.
you or something, or blessing the room, or
You
don't know what they doing.
I don't know what they doing with it. I don't
right.
know if it's some incense, somebody farted.
Who
Give me that vanilla smoke today, cause it's foul out here.
Who's walking around with it?
The priest.
Oh,
Or
I
the
feel
father.
like I feel like if it's air fresh, that'd be like an altar boy, really walking around with it.
I think they too young, because
To
it
have
is
the fire?
smoke, and so they have to have somebody. Apparently, they like.
But
old
you can be
folks
like
and stuff.
16, 17 as an altar boy, I believe. So you can handle smoke at that time. You can
But
smoke cigarettes.
I think you're going against the rule.
Oh, they
You can't smoke
handle
cigarettes at 16, 17.
It
ain't legal.
in some countries.
We talking about America.
We talking about the Pope, not in America.
I'm talking about the Catholic.
You don't think they do that? I'm sure they probably do that more overseas.
Overseas?
Yeah.
More farting?
No, they probably don't do it in the churches over here because we got that rule about like smoking inside of buildings.
Okay, that goes for churches too. Churches and bars, obviously. So, yeah, I can believe
Where's
it.
the places you find the most people?
Yes. But the thing I want to talk about was they found another old dude. This dude is 76. And I mean, so
Pope
what we got?
Francis?
Yes, or eight. Berbiglio. That's his real that's what his mama called him.
Or eight.
Or eight Berbiglio.
I'm sure she probably know how to say it.
Oye. Berbiglio. Yeah. Oye. That's what she say when she wanted to come in. Oye.
Okay. They do that.
That's you got that good boy, And now he like
I'm pretty sure she probably talking in Latin though.
Well, I think she damn near gone because this dude is 76, so he
I thought he was
damn near
74.
gone. I thought he was 76. He in his 70s, damn it. And so I mean, how
That's
we gonna
that really ain't that. We're gonna be looking for a pope here soon. That's
In
not really that old.
2020. That's if you having a job till life. Ain't too many people gonna be, with that pressure and that responsibility
And that headache.
Yes, you see the dude quit. Hey,
how old was he?
I'm retired.
How old was he? If you don't know,
I don't.
Right.
Sometimes you look too old, so you don't know what the age is. It's like he passed the age where you can determine what the age is. You just know he old, he elderly, and so when he got the job, it was time for him to retire. So I don't even know why he was fooling himself when he was like, what the
but
hell
he was
am
probably
I doing?
appointed. He probably didn't even have a say in the matter.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, let's leave.
They put him on the ballot and vote.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
he won.
Jorge.
No, you said or.
Jorge.
But what's his pope name?
Francis, like you said,
Oh,
Francis.
okay.
And I think he's like South American.
I think they said
he might be
Argentina. He's from Argentina, I believe.
South American.
I know. I'm trying to be more specific.
Yeah, that's all we got to say. South
Oh,
American, because
that's all people care about.
Yeah, because usually it's more European.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is the first non-European pope,
Mm.
and so they made that like a little.
So Bishop
big
Tutu
deal.
didn't make it, huh? Bishop.
They still got the race relations in the Catholic Church, and so no Bishop Tutu. But I guess it's a good thing. He's somewhat younger than the other cat. I think he was like 80 something. I'm thinking.
You can't get no feedback from me.
But 76.
I feel like that's not really that old for that particular job. I can see if it was like mountain climbing or construction.
You ain't Jack LaLanne, doing push-ups on the mountain.
Then I might,
trying to prove.
I might, say that he's just basically studying and talking. And every now and then he walk.
But you that's in charge of people.
They're allowing him to keep.
Religious.
That's how you keep your mind sharp. Having responsibility, because once you take responsibility and like a job away from older people, that's when they start going downhill because they ain't got nothing to do, nothing to think about, so they start forgetting stuff.
I think he should
make
be
them
there.
remember.
I don't think he should be the leader. I think he should be there just for counsel.
But he's there for counsel as well as leading,
and that's wrong. You double duty. You can't be doing all of that mess.
Because
it's because
I think he can handle it. Can he walk?
That don't mean nothing.
I mean, I'm saying I haven't seen him. Can he walk?
I don't think they gonna have a. I don't want to go down that road. And so yes, he can, Mike.
Fake.
He can walk. He can use his arms, and it's the same arm. And
I think that's maybe their like godly shake.
I don't know. That's agely shake. You don't see no 23-year-old.
I'm saying, but you don't see no 23-year-old popes. So you don't. They practice that. That's what you got to do, I believe. If you bless somebody, you just poke them in the head, then they ain't gonna really feel blessed. You took your time. You said your prayer before. So let me try to minimize it.
I don't want no other minute blessing. I want at least 5 minutes of you talking to God.
You sincere.
I guess, man. And that's how he was like when he came out, and he was just. I mean, he was like a ham.
What does that mean?
Like when you be like you want the attention, being a ham, and attention. You I wouldn't say a show out, but you want attention.
Okay.
That's all I can give you, Mike B. I don't want anything else. I'd be lying to you. And so,
well, I feel like there's another way to describe it, but that's it. That's the only two you got.
Being a ham.
All right.
Yes.
I mean, when you said, I'm picturing him like out there trying to
be porky. Slice me, damn it! Slice me.
I'm like, this dude is stupid.
But I mean, I guess that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just there while everybody was just taking pictures, and he didn't say nothing. He was just.
So did it seem like he was? Did he seem like he was like modest and humble? Did he seem shy?
Well, he wasn't doing the Harlem Shake. I mean, he was just standing there.
I'm through.
You know,
I'm through talking to you
and taking it in.
Yeah.
You know, this is first time being shown to everybody, and you saw, you know, the Vatican all filled up and pictures taken. It's for the people,
right?
You know, he's there for the people. Let the people see. You know, and so, you know, the smoke and that was me, and that's what happened. I just don't get the age thing. I guess you got to be like. I don't know, man. You know,
maybe it takes at least 50 years of studying in order to be ready. You got to be ready. Yeah, it's a big responsibility. A lot of people depending on you.
Yeah. Okay. I guess.
I mean, who you want? You want this guy to been talking to God for 10 years, or you want this person to been talking to God for 50 years?
I want somebody that know who God is by the time they get, you know,
yeah,
to get that job.
For 50 years, you've been talking to him and going to him, so you got to know something about him.
You got to know something about him, but I don't want you to forget him maybe have a dementia or something. I don't forget him after you done prayed for me, and you come back in line. It's the same. He don't know who you are. He done lost. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think the mind is as sharp. You know, of course, you got some. You got a lot of old folk that got sharp minds. Mm-hmm. But when that seems like that's
they would look
same criteria.
They would look for that as far as when they're trying to choose somebody.
I would hope so. But just how they look and how they act and how they move,
brothers. That's the Pope walk. That's what they. That's what they got to do, man.
I guess.
I bet you once that door closed and he get out that balcony,
he doing jumping jack.
He like, we did it. We up in this, you know.
Nah,
I bet.
What they made like a Harlem Shake Pope video? Him and the Cardinals. First it's just him, like, you know, when the music start, and I was like, just. But anyway,
too much Pope.
We got a new Pope, the Smoke. And he's here, Pope Francis the First. He said he named himself after I think a South American person, Francis somebody. Oh, that's what I ran across. I didn't stop. So
evidently,
back recent news. Mm-hmm. Your boy Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne.
We had a little scared. We thought he was semi-dead according to TMZ. But we found out those claims were faulty, as far as him being in dire straits. Mm-hmm. And so I guess he's all right.
Well,
he's still in the hospital.
He's in the hospital, and they saying that he, I guess, suffered some seizures the other day, or had a seizure the other day, and I believe this is the second one this week that he had
within a year.
Oh,
okay, within the hospital. Because I thought it was like October, like he had.
Oh, now that I don't know. I thought this was the second one this week. Like he had a seizure.
No, he had seizures like in October, I believe, on the plane.
I feel like that was more recent. Than October?
No, it was October around that time.
Okay.
And so I don't know. I don't know what him and Rick Ross was doing, but they've been sickly lately. You know, in and out the hospital. No, I think Rick Ross had like a trouble.
Did it happen around the same time? I thought.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it was October. I'm gonna let you have that.
I know Lil Wayne is October because I was reading.
Oh, he was reading. But what was happening was, you know, online, social media, which is where everybody get their news. It was being reported that he done had a seizure. He's in critical condition. The family is there, and the mama's being flown in
for the last rites.
Yeah. And nobody's making a decision until, you know, the mama get there.
Yeah.
So everybody's like worried, like, what the hell, Lil Wayne?
And when she get there, he on the side of the bed drinking some lean, probably. You know, like what's going
on? Yeah.
And he haven't read his little Twitter page.
And so, you know, everybody was going off on TMZ. They never really kind of, you know, retracted what they said. You know, so I really don't know if they were lying or what, but some messages came out supposedly from Lil Wayne saying that, you know, I'm cool, everybody. Thanks for your prayers and all that.
I heard.
You know, everybody was mad at TMZ and started basically bashing them. Yeah. Because they had us thinking that, I mean, the man was like on a breathing machine.
You know, you probably had some idiots. I mean, just broke down. Mm-hmm. You know, thinking he's semi-dead.
And they started playing, you know, the man, my dogs. You know,
all of a sudden they start doing, you know, on radio stations start playing all
Lil
music
Wayne songs,
and mixes, and Lil Wayne mixes and all that
prayer
mess.
visuals and all that.
And this dude probably cool, but we don't know.
We don't know.
Really don't know
until he come out and say like, you know, FTMZ and anybody, you know, then I believe that you know everything was false.
Yeah.
But basically, everything we've been hearing is kind of hearsay. So we really don't know who's telling the truth. You know, we're hearing from rappers and
his
celebrities
saying he's cool, but people outside the camp, you know, I think had the false information. So,
but we still not hearing from him.
I thought somebody else working this.
Well, you don't know. I mean, to me that ain't.
I mean, we cannot. I mean, that's the only thing we can go off of.
That's the only thing we can go off of. You know, but with something like this, I feel like we need some more solid proof.
You need a picture of him.
Because I mean, all you have to do, he in the hospital, you just got his phone. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You want to see him actually tweeting,
or just see him like a picture of him, like a live picture or something, something like even him in the hospital, like peace or whatever. You know. Yeah. Then I
can believe it.
Because right now it's still kind of up in the air.
Yeah,
we
just know he in the hospital,
and everybody else is saying, well, the people around him are saying like he's cool, he's recovering.
Don't believe the hype type shit. And so hopefully in the next 2 days we don't want to all of a sudden, you know, he done been rushed to the hospital again and had a heart attack or something. But
you think it's the drugs that's causing it?
Either that or
I thought he was off of that lean or whatever you call it. Cough syrup or whatever he was taking. I thought he for a while he had stopped.
Assistant, but
you don't work for Lil Wayne no more.
Hey man, you know it's hard times. You know what I'm saying? He had to cut back budget.
Economy, it's a recession. But you think that would cause something like this, like seizures?
I think anything, you know, too much of anything would cause your body to do certain stuff. It could be his schedule. He probably not sleeping a lot.
Oh.
You know, I think that.
I'm thinking like it's time for his body to start. You know,
it's 4 o'clock. About that seizure time. I need to wrap it up.
Like schedule. Yeah, I can understand. Like, you know, working late, then
not getting sleep, it will put an effect on your body because your body needs to be rejuvenated, and you know it needs its rest. And if you only getting a couple of hours or 4 hours, less than 4 hours of sleep every day, you know your body is gonna catch up. It's gonna your body. The one thing your body gonna do is gonna tell you what's going on. You know your mind might be working, but your body, hey, you know, it's on break. Hey, if you ain't going on break, I'm clocking out. So yeah, hopefully you know send one up for your boy. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he gets somewhat of a wake up call to whatever is causing this, and you know I hope he does better. You know I don't wish no ill will on nobody. He didn't say nothing wrong about my family, so hopefully he do good. You know, what's your thoughts on it? I guess. Okay.
That's my thoughts.
Oh, okay. You went the Catholic route.
Pope talk.
The Pope talk today. Well, what you got for us, Mike B? I know you had a story or two for us.
I'm just gonna talk about this one. You know about the lady in Chicago. Oh, before I talk about this. Okay. You know, just wanted to have a little moment talk about the little 6-month-old baby from Chicago, who I guess what happened was her daddy was changing her diaper. What's the baby name? You know,
Chicago baby.
Excuse me, gosh, John Leah. How you say that?
Where you looking at?
John Leah.
Leah. We know she black with that name.
Baby J. Watkins. You know, her daddy was changing her diaper. Somebody came and did a drive-by. And supposedly they were shooting at the dad and shot the baby 5 times. And I think the father was hurt. But the baby ended up dying. And I think they also went on to say that the mother was like shot or hit by a car or something like a few months prior.
Oh, so it was just did they have a hit out?
That's what it exactly. What was the daddy doing? Because they can't be after the baby.
Yeah,
you know
that baby was born.
They have to be after the father. Yeah. So and I believe they were trying to pin it to like gang violence or something like that.
They do got gangs in Chicago.
That's what they tell me.
Yes.
So you know, he was hurt. Then he was in the hospital, and then that's when he found out. You know, his baby passed away. But I think I would. I don't know what I would do. You know, my 6
That's one of them
old,
you don't know what to do type situations.
And you know, I'm hurt. I'm in the hospital. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, I just know my baby got shot. She didn't ask to be here.
Got killed.
Yeah. But at this point, you know, I don't know. You know,
I would have thought she 5 times.
But
he hurt.
A baby. He probably didn't know how many times she got shot. You know, because he was hurt too when he was rushed to the hospital or whatever.
Yeah, that's craziness. It seemed like Chicago, like the new LA, as far as like gang violence. You know, of course they always had gangs in Chicago. You know, the Voice Lords and all that.
Voice or Vice?
That's what I call them. Voice Lords.
They like
no disrespect. I don't want
you coming at you. You know what I told Rick Ross. You know.
Yeah, but you know, you hear more and more about violence there. Mm-hmm. You know, the gun violence and the gang violence. The bullies and kids going home, you know, it's just all kind of violence.
Kids going home.
You know, they're getting roughed up by the gangs and all that.
On the way home.
Thieving and, you know, just thugging shit.
I don't even think it's necessarily like all gangs. I think it's just, for some reason, like, violence is just prone in Chicago. Like, I guess you got too many po folk, you know.
That's what it is. It's always economic when you got violence.
And when you ain't got no money and this brother do, or, you know, you ain't got nothing to eat, you resort to violence to get it.
That's what Pac said. You know, my stomach is, I'm hungry, so I'm looking for a purse to steal. I sound so old when I say that.
A purse to steal?
Just how I said it. You know, Pac. That guy Pac said.
That guy, Reverend to the Pac, you know.
But yeah, you know, when you're hungry and you don't have no hope, they don't have no hope in Chicago.
And that doesn't even make sense to me. Well, it
when
does.
The president from there?
When the president's from there, it makes sense because you know it ain't like he can do everything.
Yeah, he can't be city specific. But you would think
I would at least want to do something to, since I know that this is such a big issue. In my city, you know, while I can,
you know, one of his boys, Rahm Emanuel, ain't he like the mayor or like a senator? Rahm Emanuel, I think, used to be like his secretary of what?
Defense secretary, not defense secretary.
He was somebody. He was the secretary of something important. But I think he's working in Chicago. But some the legislators got to do something there. They and the community workers, you know, they need to do something.
But it's not just that. And I wrote an article about this too on my website, where it's not just everybody wants somebody else to do something, and then. These are some people like, hey, we need some help, but these are the same people that when stuff like this happens, and the police come ask you if you saw something, you immediately basically, you know, shut down. I ain't seen nothing, even if you did see something. Yeah, you living by that creed, but you want somebody to help your community. I'm like, I don't understand how you can want someone to fix your community and rid them of criminals when you're hiding.
It just can't be one though.
What do you mean?
When I think when you do that. You know, you're more alone when you act.
But that's I'm saying that's the thing. But no one wants to be the first one.
I mean, I don't think it has to be like a first one. I think it needs to be a community.
Exactly. We need to change the whole idea.
One person, that ain't nothing. You know that's easy. But when you got everybody collectively, and that's why I said the community leaders.
Right.
You know,
kind of like what we have here with Alvin Brooks. Who is very, very vocal when it comes, especially when it comes to crime in Kansas City. You know, anything happens. You know, he's on the radio and he's on the streets. He's basically trying to get people to talk, and then that encourages other people to talk and want to help. So you don't just have him; you have other people, other community leaders trying to get out and get people to help rid their communities of violence. And
I think it's one thing you gotta have younger people.
Excuse me.
Because, I think Alvin Brooks is semi-80 now. And, and he's out on the field. and people ain't going to...
Excuse me. Now I'm dying over here.
Should I need a mask?
Yes.
Yes? What you been doing? What you been dealing in? But, what they say, young men are for war, old men are for counsel. He's out in the field. And because people ain't going to really listen to old folk. You only got a few people that going to get some wisdom. And that's what they're good for, for wisdom. But you can't be out in the field when you're 85 and trying to change stuff. I mean, you can do what you can do, but people ain't going because you somewhat out of touch. You know what's going on as far as the community. I mean,
like you don't know. Basically, you don't know my struggle. Even
yeah,
though we need to say
he on the civil rights struggle.
He's
you know,
and it's a little bit different nowadays.
I mean, he's not ignorant as far as what's going on, but he can't affect anything really. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can have a rally for this, a rally for that, but only like older folk gonna come. You know, young people ain't gonna come out really when they listen to older folk.
That
so
makes sense.
I think
I never thought about it like that.
I think it's more responsibility on the 50 and younger, you know, group nowadays. You know, people ain't really want community type stuff now. You know, back in the day, you know, we rally and we gonna want change, and going around walking and protesting and doing all different stuff like that. And you know, and it worked. You know, back then, the civil rights movement was young kids and teenagers. You know, it wasn't older folk. Martin Luther King was in his 20s when he started. He died when he's 39, so he wasn't old. You know, so you got. I think the change got to come with this generation, our age and younger. You know, they got to start something somewhere. How or what? That that's when you got to get together and decide those things. And so until then, right? Because all the people you hear about in the news are old folk. You know, Jesse Jackson. People don't even respect him no more. You know, and Al Sharpton, he can only do so much. You know, only so many rallies you can march and you can do. And
but like you said,
he's 60 something.
It's gonna be like older people that come.
Yeah,
out,
because that's what they did.
I never thought about it like that.
Yeah. And none of the young folk, they tried that little stuff in New York, but I don't think they had a operation or Wall Street. Mm-hmm. But I don't think they had a certain agenda. They was just there. We won't change, but we don't know what our motive is, though. In the civil rights movement, we had a direct motive. They had, we gonna put kids here, college students here, and we gonna do this. And once everybody got on board, it worked. And then they were ready to risk shit. A lot of people nowadays, it's all about them. It's really that crabs in the barrel mentality. And so especially with black folk, I want you to suffer like me. If you going up,
bring your ass back down.
Bring your ass back down to where I'm trying to get to. So we got to change some things. Hopefully, we got to change that mindset.
That's the only way it's gonna start. You got to change your mindset because we got that no snitch, like I said, the no snitch mentality.
It's a bunch of ignorance out right now,
and it's keeping us down.
The music was a big part in the 60s and 70s.
It's changed.
And,
you talk back when music had a message.
Yeah, when it was protest music and stuff like that. Nowadays, boy, you got to go to the deepest part of the internet to find somebody that's really talking about something. Other than ass shaking.
And then if you try to share that with somebody, they like it ain't got. I don't like the beat.
Yeah,
they ain't even listening to the words. But that's what music has become. Well, I ain't gonna say what music has become. Well,
that's what they playing.
That's.
Because people still out there doing that type of music, but it ain't popular music. Back then, you had Temptations making civil rights type music. All the popular people was making that type of music. What's his name? Bald headed chef.
Shaq. Isaac Hayes.
Isaac Hayes. He was very popular. And everybody made at least they had their little slow jams and I Want to Get With You. Ray Charles, but they actually, they was making music as far as the times, as far as what's going on. And right now, if you listen to
it's like Bob Marley.
Yeah, most of his music was protest. But it was still good music. But nowadays
we don't know how to do it. Or we don't want to do it.
It's about that money.
Easy money.
I'm not gonna make money off of this. And so that. And more people was in that same spot. You got more, rich black folk now. And so I'm going to take care of me and my family. And that's pretty much it. As long as my mom in a good house, I don't care about my cousin down the street. I might give him a couple of dollars or something, but that's where, That's where it ends. You not, you know, why you living like this? Why you don't want to change nothing? You know, it's more about people gotta be so more. What's the word I'm looking for? Not as selfish.
Mm-hmm.
And so that we're in that time of day right now where people just don't give a care. You know, as long as me and my mama cool, I ain't got to deal with you. And so,
gotta change your mindset, people.
Mindset, yes.
Not just y'all, even me.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I mean, I fall in that trap too.
Mike got a dirty mind, so you need some clean music.
I'm the worst.
As long as you said it.
Step one is realize you had a problem, and I do. Gotta change.
Step two is
change starts from within.
Very good, Mike B.
I learned that too.
Yes,
the Pope taught me that.
Oh. The smoke does it all, folk. You got something else?
That's it. I think that's a good way to end it.
We've been all right these last couple of weeks. You know, we had a show for them, and I guess like the last 3 weeks.
At least, yeah.
You know, so we come back with something else. It's almost Jesus time.
Easter. All right.
I guess I don't know. That's it. Thank you, Jesus. Until next time, folk. We'll see you. Have a change of mind. I don't know. These outros ain't working for me right now.
Peace.
Peace.